Michael 𝐤𝐫𝐫𝐢𝐛𝐞, a deep dive into the complex character of GTA 5. Hello everyone. Today, I want to dive deep into one of the most complex and intriguing characters in the Grand Theft Auto series, specifically from GTA 5, Michael 𝐤𝐫𝐫𝐢𝐛𝐞. Among the three protagonists, Michael stands out as the most developed character, with a rich backstory, intricate relationships, and a personality that reveals new layers as the story progresses. One of the most fascinating aspects of Michael's character is his dynamic with Trevor, which subtly exposes that Michael is hiding something significant from his old friend. Through their interactions, it becomes apparent that Michael is not the best liar, often resorting to changing the subject whenever Trevor gets too close to the truth. In this analysis, we'll unpack Michael's past, his motivations, and the pivotal moments that define his journey in the game. Michael's past, 2004, the beginning of the deal with Dave Norton. Michael's story begins with a strong desire to escape his life of crime, motivated by a deep concern for the safety of his family. This desire leads him to make a fateful deal with Dave Norton, a corrupt agent of the Federal Investigation Bureau, FIB. Dave offers Michael a way out of his criminal lifestyle in exchange for his cooperation in faking his death. The deal includes changing Michael's name, relocating him to Los Santos in a luxurious mansion, and ensuring his continued safety through a monthly payment to Dave. For Michael, this deal is a dream come true. Not only does it allow him to leave behind the dangers of his previous life, but it also lets him live in a city he's always admired, a city known for its film industry, which Michael, a fan of classic movies, idolizes. The plan to fake Michael's death involves betraying his crew during a heist in North Yankton. Under the pretense of escaping via a helicopter, Michael leads his team to a predetermined location. Unbeknownst to them, Dave is lying in wait, armed with a sniper rifle. The plan is to shoot Trevor, but instead, the bullet hits Brad Snyder. Following this, Dave fires another shot at Michael. Whether this bullet was a dummy round or Michael was wearing a bulletproof vest is up for debate, but the result is the same. Michael survives, though he pretends to be fatally wounded. In the aftermath, Michael urges Trevor to flee, insisting that he'll hold off the police. Trevor, conflicted and unwilling to abandon his friend, hesitates but ultimately runs when the situation becomes too dire.
I'm hit! Oh, Jesus! T, you gotta get out of here!
I'm gonna leave you, Mikey!
Go! God, I'm not gonna make it! I'm fucking gonna bleed out! Go!
No! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Stay back! You come near me! She's fucking dead! Stay back!
No! God, help me! Help!
Go! Go!
What follows is a staged funeral for Michael, where Dave is seen attending, casually smoking a cigarette, a moment that hints at the true nature of the events. However, it's not until much later in the game, during the mission, the Bury the Hatchet, that the full truth is revealed. It's Brad Snyder, not Michael, who is buried in Michael's grave. Once the plan is successfully executed, Michael relocates with his family to Los Santos. Over the years, however, his relationships with his wife Amanda and his children, Jimmy and Tracy, deteriorate. Despite his best efforts, Michael struggles to be a good father and husband. His attempt to compensate for his own deprived upbringing by spoiling his children backfires, leading to a household filled with tension and resentment.
Fuck you, Michael, go away!
I'm paying that turd $150 an hour to fuck my wife in my own bed?
Michael, go away!
No, I'm sorry, bro. She said you had an arrangement.
You and I are gonna have an arrangement. I'm gonna arrange your fucking funeral. Ah, there you are, you little shit. Are you looking for this? No.
Very funny. You know, you're a real asshole.
What did you just fucking say to me?
Thank you. I'm a dancer. Yeah.
Hey, man, kid. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Dad?
They're shooting porno here.
They shoot porno all over town. Mom rented our house to them last summer.
That was
What?
your house?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Those walls can talk.
You think I do it?
Hey.
No.
Hey, ain't cool, man.
What are you doing? Hey! I just told him where you were. You know, he got that crazy look in his eyes, you know, like he gets sometimes, and he just went.
I'm getting a cab.
I'm coming with you.
How about I just drive us home?
You ruined my life.
Additionally, Michael's infidelity puts further strain on his marriage, with Amanda eventually discovering his affairs and retaliating in kind.
I was faithful to you up until I found you in a stripper. I would divorce your ass if I could. You are nothing but a murdering, cheating hypocrite. Thank you, Michael, whatever the fuck our fake last name is.
The return to crime, a forced comeback. Michael's attempt to leave his criminal life behind is short-lived. After a few missions in the game, Michael is forced back into the underworld to repay a substantial debt to Martin Madrazo, a powerful and dangerous criminal. This debt arises from Michael's impulsive destruction of a house that he mistakenly believed belonged to Amanda's tennis coach, whom he caught cheating with Amanda. In a fit of rage, Michael chases the coach to what turns out to be Madrazo's mansion, inadvertently dragging himself back into the world of crime. Desperate for money to repay Madrazo, Michael reaches out to Lester Crest, a former associate and hacker who had helped him and his crew pull off successful heists in the past.
Hello. Is this still the number for Lester Crest?
Who's asking?
Who's asking? Who's asking?
You're awful cagey. Even for a dead man, Michael.
Ooh, you don't sound good, buddy.
Tactful and charming even in death. Come see me, old friend. I'm living in Los Santos, just like you. Murrieta Heights.
Whoa, wait. Hey, how do you... Hello? You fucker.
This marks the beginning of Michael's reluctant return to a life he had tried so hard to leave behind, the Jewerly heist, a revelation moment for Trevor. The heist at the Vangelico jewelry store is a turning point in the story, not just because of the robbery itself, but because of what follows. Trevor, who has been living off the grid, sees the news coverage of the heist and recognizes Michael's signature style. Realizing that Michael is still alive after all these years, Trevor is both shocked and enraged.
This other guy runs out of the shop, pushes me over and says something like, "You forget thousands of things every day. We'll make sure this is one of them." That was pretty scary. Back to you in the studio.
You want to get lit now, sugar? Trevor, baby, you wanna smoke up now?
For 9 long years, Trevor believed that Michael was dead, killed during the botched heist in North Yankton. Now, with the truth staring him in the face, Trevor sets off for Los Santos, intent on confronting his old friend. When Trevor arrives at Michael's house, the tension is palpable. Michael is visibly uncomfortable in Trevor's presence, a clear sign that he is hiding something. Unlike their reunion, which is more subdued and awkward, Trevor's entrance is boisterous and full of mixed emotions. The contrast between Michael's reserved greeting and Trevor's over-the-top excitement highlights the underlying tension between them. During the mission, Fame or Shame, Trevor makes a pointed remark about Michael abandoning his daughter Tracy, just as he had supposedly abandoned Brad.
I'm someone who knows you, you fucking slippery snake. I know the second I leave you, you'll just go home. We're gonna get your girl from these assholes. You're not abandoning her like you did me and Brad.
Yeah, Brad.
Poor motherfucker must have woke up handcuffed to a hospital gurney after that stunt of yours. He still writes to me from the joint, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how you been doing?
Trevor also mentions that he's been receiving letters from Brad in prison, oblivious to the fact that Brad is actually dead and that the letters were part of the ruse orchestrated by Michael and Dave. Michael's response to Trevor's comments is telling. He quickly tries to change the subject, a move that only heightens Trevor's suspicions. By the book, a growing suspicion. And as the story progresses, Trevor's suspicions continue to grow. In the mission, By the Book, Trevor encounters Dave Norton for the first time since the incident in North Yankton. Recognizing Dave as the sniper who shot both Brad and Michael, Trevor confronts him, but Dave pretends not to know him.
I have to fucking remember that line. You. Where did we meet?
Nowhere, pal. Yeah, we did. Hey, what are we doing here, huh?
This encounter further fuels Trevor's doubts, making him more determined than ever to uncover the truth. Later, during a car ride with Michael, Dave brings up Trevor, asking Michael what Trevor knows about their past. Michael downplays Trevor's knowledge, insisting that Trevor only knows that Michael has money and works with the FIB as part of a witness protection program. However, it's clear that Michael is trying to steer the conversation away from the past, a tactic that only serves to deepen Trevor's mistrust. Dave eventually reveals that he has been the one sending the letters to Trevor, pretending to be Brad.
That would make it very difficult to keep old secrets.
Oh, well, boo-hoo-hoo for you. You know who else is having trouble keeping secrets, asshole? Me, after you brought Trevor in on this.
I only brought him in after you put out your press release. Townley's taking scores again. The Los Santos reboot. If we didn't control the situation and he'd unearthed this connection, then what?
Then Trevor flips out, beheads me, kills my family, or raises them as his own. I don't know which is worse. Anyway, any of that could happen at any time.
Slow down. Let's think this through. What does he know?
He knows I'm alive. He knows I got money. And now he knows I'm working with the FIB.
Does he know how long you've been working with the FIB?
How long? The fuck does that matter?
Either you were working with us before the Cash Depot job, you walked your crew into an ambush, one of them spent 10 years on the run, and the other landed in a federal penitentiary. Or we stumbled on the Cash Depot job, Brad went down, you went down, Trevor got away. The FIB cut you a deal on your sickbed, faked your death, and you end up here.
Who's to say which of those is true?
That there's any doubt probably accounts for you being alive.
Back there, Trevor made you right away, the second he saw you.
You remember after the bust, I was in all the papers. I was on the evening news. The man who killed Michael Townley.
Yeah, I was quite a trophy. A good head to hang on your wall.
Back then, sure. Not now.
Right. And what about Trevor?
What about him?
I need some resolution, Davey. You let him walk. You said you'd clean the whole thing up back in North Yankton.
And you told me it'd be a clean job, no casualties. There were more eyes on that town than there needed to be.
Yeah, well, according to my eyes, Trevor's your problem, Dave, as much as he is mine.
He's not a problem at all. We're monitoring him. Has he said anything about Brad?
Fuck yeah, he has. Plenty. I keep changing the subject. You know, he thinks you might actually commute Brad's sentence when this is all over.
That's good. Fine work. We'll send another letter. It's about time anyway.
Oh, so that's you who's been sending those fucking letters to Trevor, huh?
Yeah. He thinks they're from Brad, who he thinks is locked up in high security and not 6 feet under in a grave marked Michael Townley. The trainees write them. It's a good exercise.
Yeah, the fuck. How'd that get started?
A few years ago, a letter came to the federal prison system addressed to Brad. It wasn't signed, but it gave a P.O. box in Sandy Shores. I played the part of Brad, and we started a correspondence.
Yeah, thanks for telling me, Davey.
I was doing you a favor. Didn't think you'd want to know he was in the same state.
Yeah, so now what? I just sit back and hope he doesn't figure it out?
It's worked so far.
He's a time bomb, Dave, and you fucking know it.
This revelation is the final piece of the puzzle for Trevor, who now realizes that Michael has been lying to him all along. However, rather than confronting Michael immediately, Trevor bides his time, continuing to work with Michael and their mutual associates. The Exile and Return, a fragile alliance. The uneasy alliance between Michael and Trevor reaches a breaking point when Trevor kidnaps Martin Madrazo's wife, Patricia, in a fit of rage. This act forces Michael and Trevor into temporary exile from Los Santos, with both men laying low to avoid Madrazo's wrath. During this time, Michael and Trevor's relationship becomes even more strained, as Michael begins to fear what Trevor might do if he ever discovers the full extent of Michael's betrayal. After a series of missions, including a heist in Paleto Bay and the theft of a chemical weapon from an IAA lab, Trevor eventually decides to return Patricia to Madrazo, paving the way for their return to Los Santos. Upon their return, Michael and Trevor plan their next big job, the heist at May's Bank, also known as the Big One. However, tensions between the two remain high, with Trevor still harboring doubts about Michael's honesty.
Wait, you give me that case, I'll give you something bigger.
Oh. What?
Union Depository.
Fuck off. Can't be done.
I never said impossible. Just very difficult.
Verging suicidal?
That a line you're afraid to cross? Come on, T. You remember the dreams? Couple kids pulling jobs, the big one.
Finding the painful truth. The North Yankton confrontation. The moment of truth finally arrives when Trevor confronts Michael about who is really buried in Michael's grave. Suspecting that Michael has been lying to him all along, Trevor demands to know the truth. Michael, desperate to keep his secret, insists that he did not think about who might be buried in his grave. But Trevor, refusing to be deceived any longer, decides to dig up the grave himself.
All we gotta go do is bust out Brad and then we're golden, man! Franklin, he makes us multicultural. Lester makes it cyber. We're like modern America. We just get ourselves a gay friend. Bam!
No, it's not it. I got money. It just makes you miserable. I want to make movies.
Great. It's great. And so where exactly does this leave me in the second act of your life?
We're gonna do this last big job, and then we're gonna dissolve the partnership.
This is not a game to me! Alright, this is a fucking way of life!
I got a fucking family!
Yeah, well, I got nothing! No one gives a fuck about me!
I do.
Oh, fuck you! I saw your grave. I mourned you. And then it turns out that everything I fucking thought about you was wrong. Everything. You're not dead, and you're not a man.
Well, what the fuck are you?
I'm your fucking nightmare!
Man, enough with your goddamn threats!
Let me just ask you something, all right? Something I've been thinking about. Up in North Yankton, exactly who was buried in your place?
I never gave it any thought.
You know what I'm thinking?
I had no clue.
You treacherous piece of shit! You're fucking dead! You're fucking dead!
Oh, fuck. Trevor! Hey! T! That's my car, you prick!
Special Agent Norton.
Shit. Davey! Shit, he knows. I think he knows.
What? Who?
Think!
Shit. Shit, how?
I don't know how. He used his head.
Hey. But does he know? Does he know at all?
Hey, he's on his way up to Ludendorff to confirm his suspicions.
Shit. Then what?
Then who fucking knows what? I don't know. I'm gonna go see if I can reason with him.
I'd come, but I...
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Who you got in here, huh? As if I need to ask.
The two men travel to North Yankton, to the small town of Ludendorff, where Michael's grave is located. As Trevor begins to dig, Michael tries to stop him, but it's too late. Trevor uncovers the truth. Brad Snyder's body lies in the grave, not Michael's.
I'll give it a rest, Trevor. There's nothing there.
This is it. Moment of truth. As if I didn't know. Brad!
Realizing that Michael has betrayed him, Trevor is consumed by anger. and the two old friends find themselves at gunpoint, ready to kill each other. Their standoff is interrupted by the arrival of a group of Chinese gangsters sent by 𝐒𝐿𝐵, a triad leader who has a vendetta against Trevor. In the ensuing chaos, Trevor escapes, leaving Michael to fend for himself.
Look, we do what we gotta do to survive. This thing, it didn't work out the way it was supposed to.
Oh, how was that, huh? With Brad in the can and me in the ground, or both of us in the coffin?
Brad got shot. You saw it. He didn't make it. I got shot. I did. That's it.
I think the only thing that didn't go as planned was me showing up on your doorstep 10 years later. Mikey, I mourned you.
And I missed you. But I got a fucking family, Trevor. We were all gonna die. He did die.
You reptilian motherfucker!
I didn't want it to come to this.
Yes, you did! You just don't have the fucking balls to do it! But I do!
I got more to lose than you.
Never a truer word has been spoken, brother! Now, pull the fucking trigger! You ain't got the guts.
Take the fucking shot!
Who is that? Fuck!
God! Fuck!
Trevor Phillips! Here's some charge requesting a word!
Hey, ho, I'm not the guy you're looking for!
Hey, Get the...
Michael is captured by the gangsters and taken to Los Santos, where he is held captive in a meat processing plant. The rift, Michael and Trevor's relationship falls apart.
You revolt me, you know that? You're a snake, Townley.
You know, it was a long time ago. You should really move on.
Oh, it's easy to move on when you move into a mansion.
You don't want a mansion, T. Come on. You want an excuse to do whatever the fuck you want.
I see you again, I'll do whatever I want to your face.
Yeah, sure, bro. Take it easy.
Trevor's anger towards Michael reaches its peak after the North Yankton incident. In the mission, Fresh Meat, when Franklin enlists Trevor's help to rescue Michael from the Chinese gangsters, Trevor refuses, declaring that Michael is already dead to him.
Lester said you had some information for us about Michael.
Michael? Fuck Michael, I hope he's dead.
Man, I know y'all two, man. Come on, man. You two had beef before, but what the fuck happened in North Yankton? Somebody pinched him, man. Who?
My friend Ron met these Chinese assholes. They're from Yangshan in China. We had some problems. They mistakenly thought Michael was a human being and kidnapped him.
Yeah, and now it looks like they holding him somewhere in the city.
Yes.
Come on, bro.
Well, go fuck yourself. You want that piece of shit, that's your fucking business, all right? He's dead to me, all right? And chances are, if and when I see him, he's gonna be dead to everyone else as well.
Hey, come on, bro, don't do that.
You're pushing your luck, pal.
This moment marks the lowest point in their relationship, with Trevor no longer willing to consider Michael as a friend or partner. Despite Trevor's refusal, Franklin manages to rescue Michael with the help of Lester Crest.
Hey, it's me.
What did Trevor say?
Man, Michael's being held by a Chinese crew. Because of Trevor.
The irony isn't lost. I'm sending you an app for your phone. Michael's cell just came back online. This will track its signal. It'll work better the closer you get. Be careful.
Sure.
However, the damage to Michael and Trevor's relationship was beyond repair. The deep-seated betrayal and the secrets that Michael had kept from Trevor for years had eroded the trust that once bound them together. Trevor, who valued loyalty above all else, could not forgive Michael for deceiving him, especially about something as profound as the death of their mutual friend, Brad. This fracture in their relationship becomes even more evident during the mission, The Wrap-Up. Here, Michael is betrayed by Steve Haynes, an FIB agent who had been manipulating both Michael and Trevor for his own gain. As the situation escalates, Trevor, despite his anger, shows up to save Michael. This action is not out of any rekindled friendship, but rather because Trevor recognizes that he needs Michael alive to successfully pull off the final heist, what they call the big score.
Oh, the fuck?
Hey! If anyone's killed Brad, it's gonna be me!
Oh! You here to finish the job, T?
No. I'm just here for the opportunity. Now run!
Mike, before you disappear, we need to have a conversation.
So conversate.
Not here. Meet me behind the pawn shop in Morningwood. This one's mine. Good luck.
What are you doing smoking, huh? No, that's bad for you, don't you know? You know why.
No.
One last score. And if it goes good, guess what? I don't have to put a little bullet in your head. But if it goes bad, well, that's okay too. Because then you and I get to go to hell. And I get to spend the rest of eternity with you, tormenting you.
Well, I guess it's on then.
Yeah, I guess it is. Call Lester, let's go. On speakerphone.
Hey, it's me.
I know, go.
Just fabulous. Ran into an old friend. Matter of fact, he saved my ass.
Oh, we're all friends now. Suppose a group hug's out of the question?
He wants to, still go on the final gore.
All right, when it looks like it's a go, I'll contact you. And remember this, gentlemen.
If we pull this off, we will be making history.
The Big Score, a reluctant partnership. The Big Score, or The Big One, is the culmination of all the tension, deceit, and shared history between Michael, Trevor, and Franklin. Despite their personal animosities, Michael and Trevor are forced to work together once more to execute the heist at Maze Bank, which promises to be the biggest payday of their lives. The heist itself is meticulously planned and brilliantly executed, showcasing the trio's unique skills and their ability to pull off complex jobs despite the lingering tensions. During this heist, we see flashes of the old camaraderie between Michael and Trevor, but it's clear that the trust is gone. They work together out of necessity rather than friendship. Once the heist is over, the characters are left with their spoils, but the unresolved issues between Michael and Trevor hang over them, leading to the game's climactic choice. The final decision, a test of loyalty and morality.
Oh! What's up, playa?
Hello, Franklin.
Man, I don't know y'all. We done,
Hey,
man.
we
ain't done yet, homie. Not yet.
Nearly.
Man, what the fuck y'all want me to do? Kill the president? Fuck his wife or something? Or invade some fucking country?
No, something more sensible.
Something that's gotta be.
Hey, when the timing's right, you're gonna take old Trevor and put him out to pasture, homie.
Michael will be sensible, but Trevor won't be.
Trevor is a liability that none of us can afford.
Man, Trevor saved you. He saved both y'all asses.
And it's unfortunate.
Hey, when we give you the word, you're gonna do this thing.
Man, get Michael to do it. Me and Trevor cool, dawg.
Michael can't do it. Trevor won't let him near.
That's why it's up to you, homie.
Fuck.
Hey, who was that?
Nobody. Don't worry about it, nigga.
Hey, lost an ass nigga.
Hey, Slick, it's me!
What the fuck do you want? You got my money, punk?
Hey, you got some coconut water or something like that? I need some electrolytes. Damn, it's kind of warm, isn't it?
Man, you got a death wish or something. Am I supposed to kill you now?
Oh, no, bro. Not me.
But that's my boy.
Yeah, but that's my boy.
He has betrayed everyone he's ever known. He's got you involved with the federal government, and he's messed up several business ventures of mine. He has got to go. And you know what? I'd like to say that this isn't personal, but it is personal.
But the feds, man, the feds have told me to kill Trevor, and I obviously can't kill them both.
The feds, Steve Haynes, Dave Norton. I own shopping malls. I would not employ those two clowns in. And I make one phone call, their careers, they are over. So you gonna A, listen to some 50 grand a year pension hunter, or B, a billionaire who even the president lets finger his wife, or C, try and be really stupid and save those two idiot mentors of yours and have everybody in the goddamn state crawling up your ass. A, B, or C. Time's ticking, pal. Beep, beep, beep. And your answer is...
Man, you know what? Man, fuck you.
Genius answer, pal. Total genius, but time is running. You think about it. Me, I got a triathlon coming up, and I am in deep training. Bye-bye.
Man, fuck you.
After the heist, Franklin faces an impossible decision: to kill Michael, kill Trevor, or attempt to save them both. Each choice reflects different outcomes for the relationships and the story. If Franklin chooses to kill Trevor, option A, Michael is initially relieved. He sees Trevor as a loose cannon and a threat that needed to be dealt with. However, after the deed is done, Michael feels a deep sense of regret. Trevor's death does not bring Michael the closure or peace he hoped for. Instead, it leaves him with a lingering emptiness, a reminder that his past continues to haunt him no matter how much he tries to bury it. Michael's regret is a testament to the complicated bond he shared with Trevor, one that was built on a foundation of loyalty, betrayal, and a shared criminal past. You can see that Michael has nightmares during the game, but if you kill Trevor, Michael has not escaped from his nightmares. Possibly, his nightmares is influenced by his fear by Trevor. In option C, you can see that Michael escaped from his nightmares. If Franklin chooses to kill Michael, option B, Trevor distances himself from Franklin, considering him a traitor. Although Trevor had every reason to hate Michael, he cannot reconcile with Franklin's betrayal, especially since Michael had done nothing to wrong Franklin directly. This ending leaves Trevor even more isolated, his already fragile psyche further fractured by the loss of his old friend and the betrayal of a new one. If Franklin chooses to save both, option C, the canon ending. This is the most satisfying conclusion for many players, as it allows the trio to take down their enemies together, finally putting an end to the threats from Devin Weston, Stretch, Steve Haynes, and Wei Cheng. In this scenario, Michael and Trevor are forced to confront their pasts and work together one last time. After eliminating their common enemies, Michael and Trevor begin the slow, difficult process of reconciling. While they may never fully repair their relationship, they reach a place of mutual understanding and acceptance, deciding to put the past behind them as much as possible. The dynamic between Michael and Trevor. A complex relationship throughout GTA 5, the relationship between Michael and Trevor is a central theme that drives much of the narrative. Their dynamic is one of the most complex in the game, filled with tension, betrayal, and a deep, if twisted, bond. Trevor's erratic and often violent behavior is contrasted with Michael's more calculated and manipulative nature, creating a relationship that is both volatile and compelling. Michael's inability to effectively lie to Trevor and his constant attempts to change the subject whenever the past is brought up only serve to deepen Trevor's suspicions. Trevor, despite his chaotic nature, is highly perceptive, particularly when it comes to people he knows well. He picks up on the nuances in Michael's speech, the avoidance of certain topics, and the subtle shifts in tone that reveal more than Michael intends. In conclusion, Michael's flawed legacy. In the end, Michael 𝐒𝐿𝐴 is a character defined by his flaws. He is a man who desperately wanted to escape his past but found himself unable to do so. His attempts to live a normal life are continuously undermined by his own decisions and the people from his past who refuse to let him go. His relationship with Trevor is a stark reminder that no matter how far he runs or how deep he buries the truth, the past has a way of catching up. Michael's story in GTA 5 is not just about crime and heists, it's about the consequences of his actions, the impact of betrayal, and the complexity of human relationships. Through his interactions with Trevor, we see a man who is both calculating and deeply flawed, someone who struggles with the weight of his decisions and the people he has hurt along the way. In the end, whether Michael finds redemption or remains trapped by his past is up to the player. But one thing is certain, Michael 𝐒𝐿𝐴 is a character whose story is as rich and complex as any in modern gaming. If you enjoyed this analysis, please leave a like and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite characters and stories.
I'm getting too old for this nonsense.